Hi, hello, what is up? Today we are making our second custom Funko Pop together. I am so excited. I have been wanting to make this one for a while, but I really didn't want to mess it up. So, but yeah, let's go. For today's custom Funko, we are using the body of Peter Parker and the head of Jake Portman. Alright, so like always, before we get started on the painting and the actual like huge craft process, you need to take each pop out of its case and we are going to disconnect the heads and the bodies. You know, by now I should probably know to look at the description of the Funkos that I am using, but of course I never will because that's just not how my brain thinks. So, for today's Funko Pops, we have one that's a bobblehead. The Peter Parker one is a bobblehead, so it's going to be a little bit different than what you might normally be used to with Funko, with custom Funko makings, but it's gonna work out, okay? I got this. All right, so once you get your Funko out of the boxes, you are going to get a bowl, fill it till your Funko can stand properly in it all the way, and then without the Funko in it, you are going to put the bowl in the microwave, which I've already done, for about 60 seconds so that the water is warm enough to loosen up the glue with the body and the head. And then we're leaving our Funko in there for, for about a minute or so, just to loosen up that glue, and then we will decapitate it. Finally got the head separated from the body, so we now have our two pieces. Since one of them was a bobblehead, we're actually really going to need to save this piece of the Funko Pop of it so that I can put this on top of this body, and then we're going to glue it back. Alright, so for this specific Funko, you're really only going to need 3 colors, and that is a nice Camp Half-Blood orange, a nice like blue jean blue, and black. I'm also going to be using my very detail-oriented brushes, so I would definitely make sure that you have brushes that are specifically for detail. But yeah, let's get into this. If you reach out, by reaching out, that's all you have to do. Reaching out, that's all you have to do. If you reach out, that's all you have to do, and it shall come to you. If you reach out, by reaching So with this, I don't know if you guys remember, I tried to soak it in water to see if I could get this middle piece out, but I couldn't. And so what I ended up doing is I ended up cutting it off cutting this, like the neck off of the previous one, till it was pretty flat. And I used both scissors and a kitchen knife, like a kitchen knife, not like a butter knife. And then also with the neck on this guy, because if you remember, this was the bobblehead body, so it had like extra, like an extra neck. So I just cut at the base of that neck and then smoothed it out with scissors and a kitchen knife. I finally created my little Percy Jackson Funko Pop. He's so cute. I'm so proud of myself. In the end, what I ended up doing is I got 2 toothpicks and I painted them gold and hot glued them to his hand and to each other to make Riptide. The neck was the tricky part, the most difficult part with this one. I had to do a lot of cutting and a lot of gluing. This one was definitely harder in the painting scheme of things. I found myself having to cover up a lot of things. With the orange paint, you definitely have to do several layers. As I ended up having, I think it was like 5 layers at most to get it this orange where you couldn't really see the underneath. And so I had to like wait for it to dry all the time. I ended up just coloring his backpack with Sharpie because painting it was too difficult. And the Sharpie, it had the same effect, so. But yeah, overall, I'm really excited and happy with the turnout of him. He looks fantastic, and I'm so happy with myself. Like, go me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in and learning how to make a Percy Jackson Funko Pop with me. It's been an adventure. Yeah, if you guys end up doing this, please, 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 link it down below so that I can see, or tell me about it. Did you guys do anything different? Did you use any different Funko Pops than I did? Just share as much as you can with me. I'd love to know how this can be, improved. So thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, bye!